Who is excited for the tea? Ooh, hey, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing kind of like a juicy story time on YouTubers, but also a little bit of truth behind things that YouTubers go through that you might not know because it happens behind the scenes and no one really talks about it. But I did want to make a video about why I don't collab with other YouTubers anymore, because if you remember back on YouTube in like 2014, 2015, a lot of YouTubers used to do virtual collabs and you don't really see them as often anymore. And I think it's because we've all kind of come to the same realization that this is why, and it's harder to trust people. I'm not saying that collaborations do not happen. I see a lot of really great collabs between YouTubers that I love dearly, and it works out, and sometimes it does. And if you remember my channel, I used to be a lot more open about doing collabs with creators online. In fact, a ton of my videos were collabs. A ton of those collabs I initiated myself because I wanted to make, and they were so much fun. Like, I have a ton of great positive experiences doing collabs with other YouTubers, but that being said, I also have a handful of negative experiences, some that were so awful I promised myself no more. Like, I'm done doing collabs basically with people online. Ish like this would happen and I would feel so used, so like not treated fairly, where I was like, this cannot happen ever again, and it didn't. I do have notes in my YouTube journal to keep me on track so I don't ramble too much. I feel like I already did ramble a ton. Before we get too into it, please don't forget to give this video a like and comment down below, as well as subscribe. We really are like one big family on this channel with lots of love to go around. It's never too late to join. All you have to do is hit subscribe. Also, don't forget to click the bell because this notifies you every time I upload a new video. And I always shout out the first comments on my social media, so be sure to be following me on those as well. But with all of that being said, this is why I don't collab with other YouTubers anymore. So if you're unfamiliar with what it means to do a collab with another YouTuber, it's either one of two things. Either you are both in the same place at the same time and you just make two videos, one for your channel and one for their channel. And those types of collabs are super easy to do because you're both in the same location and it's genuine. You've met each other. You can tell right away whether or not those people click. And usually when people do collabs like that, they're both dedicated creators knowing that they're creating content together. Those type of collabs, huge fan of. I make them when I can, like when Jan came to visit me. The other type of collab is when someone reaches out to you on social media or maybe in a comment on your video saying that they want to collab. And those types of collabs are a little different because what that means is that at the beginning and the end of those people's videos, all they say is, hey, this is a collab with X, Y, and Z. Go check out their video on this topic on their channel. I'll link it down below. Go subscribe to their channel. If you're from their channel, subscribe to my channel. It is meant to be mutually beneficial, and that is why creators like doing collabs for the most part, because it takes someone's main audience and introduces them to another platform to kind of build their audience as well. It's like a shout out for shout out thing, but it's supposed to be genuine and mutually beneficial. Those collaborations are a little bit more tricky, and those are the collaborations that, although I've done the most with, because being an online creator, like, it's just kind of what you have to deal with, but I also have the most negative experiences with those types of collabs as well. And those are the story times that I'm going to get into. I also feel like it's been long enough where I can talk about it without those people having hard feelings or watching this, because I'm not trying to throw anyone under the bus, but it's been like 3 or 4 years since this crap has happened to me, so might as well share it with you. I'm pretty sure I tweeted about it right away because it did aggravate me to the core. Before we get too into it though, I do kind of have a few bullet notes on why I don't collab with YouTubers for the most part anymore. And I'm not trying to come off like some stone cold biatch with this, being like, oh, I don't collab, because I would love to collab. I just think that it's really difficult nowadays to find genuine creators that are as dedicated to you and your platform, that have like all those things. I know it happens and I would love to collab, but I kind of have standards now, and this is why. So the first bullet note that I have on why I don't collab is about time and organization. Seems pretty straightforward, right? Getting on the same page with somebody can be difficult, especially when your type of communication is like messaging on Twitter or Snapchat. Like, it can just seem so casual that they either don't respond or they don't take it as seriously. You might not know this, but I take YouTube very seriously. Like, this to me is one of my jobs. It is my main passion. I treat it like it is my main hustle because that's the goal someday. And even if you have gotten on the same page with like, okay, let's create a video about this topic, we'll shout each other out, let's post on this day, uploading at the same time almost never happens. And it is very frustrating because if you upload first, for a few hours you're kind of stuck in this limbo, like, oh, like I hope they upload, otherwise I just kind of did my part of the work like in a group project and they didn't do their part. It's like when you do all the work in a group project, yeah, that's what it feels like, and you even gave them credit and shouted them out, and if they don't post their side, yeah, like if you don't upload at the same time, like what's the point of a collab really? Uploading at the same time, it just almost never goes as smoothly as you would hope. Even if you both decide like 7 p.m. on this day, let's have our videos go public. Sometimes it's like, sorry, my internet's slow, or I'm at work and I can't get it up, or oh, I didn't have enough time to edit, can I upload it tomorrow? And it's like, well, I keep a really strict schedule with my channel, and it's hard when you try to follow that. You know, it's just time and organization with another person, especially when YouTubers make their own schedules and are their own bosses. It can be difficult to work with other people sometimes. The second bullet note that I have about why I don't collab with other YouTubers is ghosting, because this has happened so many times where either you start a collab and you're like, yeah, let's make a video about this, and maybe I have even filmed it and I start to upload it and I check in and they never get back to me. They just drop off the face of the earth. Maybe they're still pumping out content or creating videos or being active on social media, but suddenly that collab that you guys have established was happening, you might have edited the video, you could have even uploaded it, and they just completely ghost you. Trying to plan something and getting no response, it's very unprofessional. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I'm no angel in this situation, because obviously with emails, especially when I'm working with brands, it is hard for me to get back to someone right away, but I do always get back to someone. So when you are working with someone and suddenly they just decide, oh, just kidding, we're not working together, it's very frustrating. Which leads me into my third bullet note, which is the story time about when I was approached by another channel. It was some guy who was going around his college campus and interviewing people about dating advice and questions like that. But his channel was growing really quickly. He had an audience, he had content, and he reached out to me because he wanted to collab with me. I looked at his channel and I thought to myself, like, the first impression I got was, okay, he takes his channel seriously, and that's what I look for when someone wants to collab. And the second thing I look for is how often do they upload. He was uploading consistently, he had his audience, he had equipment, and it seemed legit. I was like, okay, this kid's like got it down. He did just start his channel maybe like 6 months ago, but he already has a few thousand subscribers. Like, his videos are doing well. I at the time probably had maybe like 6,000. I don't know. I was established too, and so our channels were similar in size, consistent, professional, and I agreed. I said, yes, this sounds great, let's collab. He was prompt at responding. He had great ideas. We came up with our video ideas, which were going to be about Tinder. Actually, my video is still up if you want to go watch it, knowing the backstory behind it all now. Since his content was going in public and asking strangers about dating stuff, and my content at the time was as eclectic as it is now, I knew I could do something about my Tinder experiences and he could play that into his content as well. So we were like, yes, let's make a video about our Tinder experiences. I'll talk about mine, you can ask strangers about it, and then, you know, just shout each other out at the beginning and end of our videos. So he tells me that he's going to go film, that he's got his content, like, yeah, we're doing this. I tell him that I've filmed, and we come up with a date and time to upload our videos. This entire time throughout this process of maybe 2 weeks of being in communication and working on this collaboration, we are promptly responding. He's very nice and professional. Like, it seems to be going great. Basically, I had 0 red flags. And then I upload my video. It goes up the time that we told each other we were going to upload. I check out his channel, no new video, nada. I snap message him saying, okay, my video's up now. No response. I ask him when his will be up. Nothing. Nope. Message him on Instagram. Tell him my video's up. He's seen it. It's cool. I continue to check on his channel to see when his side of the collab is going up. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. This kid never uploaded his side of the collab. So for like 3 days, I'm telling my audience that this is a collaboration. Go watch his stuff. Go subscribe to his channel. My subscribers are subscribing to his channel, waiting to see a collab with me, and it never goes up. So I don't know how much time I waited, but eventually I deleted his channel off of that video. I took out all of his links in the description box, and I straight up told you guys in the description or in the comments, like, just kidding, it's not a collab, because he ghosted me, he didn't do his side, he used me, and all that stuff. That collaboration alone is why I have trust issues with collaborations. At that point, I have had people drop collaborations. I've had issues with uploading at the same time. I've had videos where I felt like mine, I talked a lot about their channel, and then I go watch their side of the collab and it's like 1 sentence about me and my channel, and I just felt like it wasn't even. But this experience working with this guy that completely just made me do all the work in the group project, shouted out his channel, and then left me hanging. That was when I decided that I didn't want to collab with YouTubers at all anymore. That type of collaboration though. If I had friends that were YouTubers, if we were in the same place, if I could trust you, then yeah, of course, I would love to do a collaboration. But when people approach me and they're like, let's collab, that was the point where I was done doing that. I do see the benefits of collaborating with creators, but I'm just fed up with what has happened and feeling like I was being used. Nothing is worse than receiving a message or meeting someone or getting a comment on your video that says something like, I I love you, we should collab, love this, would you want to collab? Like, I don't know you at all. It could be the first video you watch, or like, let's collab, and then I go to your channel and see that you A, are not subscribed to me, B, don't have any videos up, maybe like 1 or 2 from like 6 months ago, and then C, have like 10 subscribers. The biggest takeaway if you are a YouTuber or do want to collab from this video is if you want to collab, I know it sounds harsh, but it's important to have a consistent feed and audience. So the point of collabing is to mutually benefit each channel. So in theory, the channels should be similar in size and production rate, right? That being said, if I am seriously considering collabing with someone that I don't know online, the first thing that I do look for is their channel size, their content, you know, how active are they, how involved are their audience members, because if it's in similar range with me, that's what makes a great collaboration. But if a channel with 50 subs, 2 videos, and is inactive like 6 months out of the year wants to collab with me, I don't really consider that as seriously as somebody who I know is taking YouTube as seriously or in the same way that I am, and that's kind of just how I see it. Like I said, I don't want to come off as being stone cold or harsh in this video, but it is one of those honest truths about being a YouTuber and why I don't collab, or why I might not be as inclined to collab with you. And a really good way of turning down a collaboration with someone but still being nice, if you're struggling with this, it's something that I have done a lot, and it's something that kind of like leaves it open-ended, is I always say like, hey, I appreciate it, I'm not really looking to collaborate with anyone right now, but if that changes in the future, I'll let you know. That is the tea on why I don't collaborate with other YouTubers. I am kind of itching to make a video on what happened between me and some other YouTubers when we were friends and now we're not friends. In fact, one of my very first YouTube friends just unfollowed me on Instagram the other day, and it like hurt a little because we got a social climber over here, just gonna say it. And I'm at that point where I'm angry enough by people changing online where I do kind of want to shout them out, and it's something that I don't ever want to turn into. But people online can be fake. People online can use you. People online can social climb you just to get to the next creator that's bigger than their channel to social climb them as well. And it's just the honest truth of being a YouTuber, and this is just one small tiny factor in it. So if you're curious or wanted to know, or I don't know, it's just, I thought this would be a fun topic to talk about that not many people might know about, and that was why I don't collab with other YouTubers, or why you don't see as many collaborations anymore. I think it's also why the concept of collabing on YouTube has shifted so much in these recent years of content, because collaborations are awesome. It's great when you see 2 creators that you love in the same video and you're like, yes, I'm here for it. But smaller creators kind of go through this struggle with collabing, and I just wanted to highlight it and chat about it a little bit today. Let me know your thoughts down below if you had similar experiences, if anything has happened to you, and just whatever you think about this topic. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you very soon in my next video. Bye!